Hey folks, today we're gonna make... This is probably the most poorly shot video that I've done to date. I'm sorry about that, and I'll do better next time. Mashed FAUXTATOEs, FAUXTATOEs. We're gonna use cauliflower. I've had a lot of people ask me how I make mine because they haven't had success with their own. It's fair. I have a little trick, and it's not a trick that everybody's gonna wanna do, but I'm gonna put it out there because I think it makes all the difference in the world. So first things first, you're just gonna struggle and cut up your cauliflower into florets, and I steam my cauliflower. I feel like it doesn't take up as much moisture when you steam it, and I like that because what you want to do is get the moisture out. All right, let's get a pan. So we're just going to pop this off into florets, and if they're too big, you know, cut them. I did not rinse this cauliflower off. It's really, really clean. You know, if it has all that black stuff on it. Well, I try not to buy those, but you want to get that off. You kind of want these to be evenly sized pieces so they cook uniformly. Every time I work with cauliflower, I get this shit all over my kitchen. Like it's literally, like all these little bitty pieces are all over the floor. It's super fun. See, the pieces are pretty uniform. That's what we're looking for. So we have it on the stove, and we're going to steam the cauliflower until it's very tender. In the meantime, we're going to let some cream cheese come to room temperature. And if it's not quite room temperature when the cauliflower is done, then we'll pop it in the microwave. But I have half a block of cream cheese for 1 head of cauliflower. None of these measurements really need to be precise. It's all kind of a flavor thing. And if you like cream cheese, use a bunch of cream cheese. And if you don't, don't. Who doesn't like cream cheese? That is just, that's wrong. Okay, so while we're at it, we're going to make some onions and gravy. I've never made this before. Kind of winging it here. I'm gonna saute some onions in butter. So right there, that sounds good. And then try to make some gravy out of like a beef broth. Not like a beef broth, but some beef broth. And we'll see how that goes. And then I'm gonna make, because it's halfway decent outside, even though it snowed a shit ton yesterday, I'm gonna make some brats on the grill. Now they're jalapeno and cheddar brats. Is all of this gonna go together? I don't know. They didn't have just plain cheddar brats or just plain brats at the store. So, and I love the jalapeno and cheddar brats. I feel like I'm really over explaining this. They're my favorite brats, honestly. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if these are all going to pair together well, but whatever, I'll eat it. Oh, look at young Tiger Woods, he's a baby. So I've sliced up 1 medium yellow onion, which I did not film because at that time I wasn't going to film all of this, but now here we are. So we're going to need the food processor and some cheesecloth. I know not everybody has cheesecloth, but it is by far the best way to make FAUXTATOEs. So just order some off of Amazon. It's not expensive. One thing you want to remember about cheesecloth is it doesn't have like linty fibers that are going to get into your food, which is why we use cheesecloth. Some people use a dish towel or something. Whoops. Some people use like a dish towel or something. That is disgusting to me. With cheesecloth, I treat it as a kitchen utensil. Once it's time to clean up, I'm going to wash the cheesecloth in dishwater. The first thing, it's going to be the very first thing that I wash. So I'll get super hot, soapy dishwater, wash the cheesecloth, rinse it off, wring it out, maybe wash it and rinse it again, and then I'll hang it to dry for the next time. You don't want to put it in with your regular laundry. I mean, this is my opinion. I don't know what other people do. I don't put it in with my regular laundry. I don't want fabric softener and stuff in there too to kind of leach into my food the next time I use it. Is that the worst thing in the world? I don't know. Is it going to change the flavor? I don't know. I don't want to try. So that's just how I treat it, just like a kitchen utensil. Wash it, rinse it, and hang it to dry. Boy, that was a struggle to get out. Wow. I just checked the cauliflower and they're not done. Got the grill going. It's heating up good. This butter is so good. Have you guys tried it yet? It's the Kirkland grass-fed butter. So it's the equivalent to Kerrygold butter. This, from what I understand, is a slightly better product, which I am down with. This is from New Zealand. I love all things Australian and New Zealandish. It's too good. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of seasonings in here. I don't exactly know what. Let's do just a teeny bit of ground thyme. It won't even go in there. Go in. So, there we go. Okay, so much for a teeny bit. Oh, that might be too much. And some seasoning salt. Some pepper. Okay. Now I'm going to add the beef broth and let that cook down a little bit. And in this situation, I am not using my own homemade beef broth. I'm going to use some organic Wild Harvest beef broth. I think I'm going to use half a box. And the rest of this, I'm going to put in the fridge. But what I'll probably end up doing is maybe sectioning this off into 2 Ziploc bags or some silicone trays and freeze it and make either beef broth cubes or just a little smaller amount that's handy for next time I need it, because I didn't need the whole box. Probably should have had these brats out a long time ago so they could warm up a little bit. All right, yep, nice and soft. Take the lid off. So we're gonna bring this back to a boil. Maybe a simmer. A boil might be a little too intense for a frying pan situation. Get these brats out on the grill. Okay, so what we want to do is get this cauliflower off of the heat source because the steam is still rising, so that it can cool off a little bit so that we can squeeze out some of the moisture. So how am I going to do that? I don't know. I think I'll just grab some paper towels and have it sit on that. There. So what we're going to do is we're going to take little bits of this cauliflower and put it into the cheesecloth and kind of squish out the moisture. So just like a handful. And then oh my God. And then you kind of wad it up, which sounds super gross. And give it a solid squeeze. Now, the intent isn't to get every single drop of cauliflower or moisture out of it. And then you're left with kind of a wad of cauliflower. And then you just keep doing that until you work through this entire batch. Okay, there's our cauliflower, some extra butter. I think that I'm going to, well, that's not all the butter we're going to use. I like a lot of butter. I am not afraid of fat. Get in there. Okay. I have no idea how much that is. I'm going to pop this cream cheese in the microwave just for a couple seconds. It's pretty close to room temperature, but I want to be able to stir it easily so that it incorporates really well. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got too many things going on here. I kind of burnt up my brats a little bit. Good thing I like burned brats, but got away from me a little bit. Heavy whipping cream, mouthful. Turn this down, way, way down. This is almost done. Oh my God. I need this. And how much you want to bet I don't have chives? Come on, I gotta have chives. Chives for the win. We want some garlic in there? Why not? Probably would have been better if I would have steamed a couple of cloves of garlic in with this. I didn't do that, but it would have been delicious. Just a little. And a little bit of heavy whipping cream to get it going. This stuff is thick. I like it. I'm gonna leave that off because I might have to put some more in. Here we go. Scrape down the sides. Ooh, the consistency is really nice. Do a little taste test. I was gonna stick that in my mouth. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. Need salt and pepper. And the thing that kind of sucks about this is that since we were going to wring out the moisture from the cauliflower and we had to let it cool down a little bit, these are going to have to be popped back into the microwave because they are not hot. They're warm, but they're not hot. And I don't know, should I do this? Did it. Okay, and I didn't really taste any garlic in there, so we'll just put a little more in. Give her a spin. Look at this little burnt up crusty nub I'm eating. Huh. Too crispy. I don't care. It's good. I helped a brat. Woo! Damn. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm going to transfer this into... I'm going to transfer the cauliflower into a microwave safe dish because we, wow. I'm going to transfer the cauliflower into a microwave safe dish because we need to reheat it. But you can see that this is pretty firm. Like it's not like real runny and liquidy, which is gross. It's got really good flavor. You can add, you can add anything you want to this. You could add cheddar cheese, you could add sour cream. I need more hands. Delicious. Yep. So if you're feeding like a large family, okay, again, we don't want this to be the star of the show. The meat is always the star of the show, the meat and the fat. But if you were feeding a large family, probably going to want to do 2 heads of cauliflower. I'm going to add a little bit more butter, shocker, to this just because I love it. So what we need to do now is get this gravy wrapped up and get to eating. Okay. So I tend to thicken my sauces with arrowroot. It has no flavor. It adds very minimal carbs. It's negligible, really. But I don't have a precise measurement a precise measurement of arrowroot to a precise measurement of liquid. I just kind of wing it and hope for the best. So I use a fork, and I'm going to use about that much. It's probably way too much, but here we are. And then instead of using water, I'm going to use some more of this beef broth. Why not? And I tasted that along the way, and it's good. It's so good. So we'll use a little beef broth, mix it up into a slurry, give this a little swirl, and pour this in. This is reduced down really a lot, which is great. I don't know if I'm going to need all of that. And you can already see it thickening, so nope, certainly don't need all of that. And here's the thing, if it gets too thick, which I don't think it's gonna, that looks pretty perfect to me. If it gets too thick, I could put a little bit more beef broth in there or a little bit of water. So I'm gonna turn the heat off of that. Y'all, we getting ready to get after this. Woo! Yes! Okay, let's move this awesome camera setup over here. Put this in the microwave. Keep my arrowroot in a jar in the fridge because I heard that it lasts longer that way. Okay, so we're gonna take some FAUXTATOES and some butter. That might be a lot. Here we are. They smell delicious. Probably could be a little bit warmer. Let me just pop that in the microwave. I like my food hot. So you see my brats got away from me a little bit. Damn, I need this. And I'm gonna cut those up so I can go faster. We got a little steam action. So we're gonna add the brats, just like that. And then we're gonna ladle on some of this onion gravy. Look at this gravy, you guys. Oh, it smells too good. I've never made onion gravy before, so this is very exciting for me. And now I'm just gonna put some over the whole thing, the whole shebang. All right, here we go. I'm so excited. I'm gonna taste the FAUXTATOES and the gravy first. That is really good. Oh man, that is really good. Okay, now we gotta get, like if this was regular sausage, like I don't know what kind of sausage, it would be bangers and mash, I guess. But it's just brats and FAUXTATOES to me. I'm in love with this onion gravy. This is really good. I don't know why I'm surprised. I've never made it before, I guess that's why. This is really good and satisfying. I think regular brats would be really good with this, or beer brats would be probably better than the jalapeno cheddar brats. But I love them, that's fine. This is good. Well, y'all, I am fixing to get after this. Thanks for watching, and remember, let food be thy medicine, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.